After Donald Trump failed to secure the agreement with Zelensky on the mineral deal, the fallout appears to be hurting Donald Trump more than Zelensky. If Trump's ultimate goal is to quickly resolve the war in Ukraine so he can focus on competing against China, this failure is a significant setback. A successful mineral deal would be aligned with that agenda. In order to drive a wedge between Russia and China, the US first need to end the war in Ukraine. If the war were to conclude, Trump would argue for lifting sanctions on Russia because some of the sanctions are pretty sticky that requires Senate approval, and restoring tie with Russia would reduce its economic dependence on China, weakening their strategic alliance. Ending the war would also allow Trump to maintain a strong relationship with European countries. He would claim credits for preventing a World War III and stabilizing Europe and providing security for Europe. However, since the deal falls through and the war continues, Trump's leverage over Putin remains limited. And what's worse is that rather than dividing Russia and China, this failure is beginning to divide US and Europe. During the heated exchange, Trump said that Zelensky doesn't have cards. With US, he has cards, and he suggests that without the deal, the US might be withdrawing its support for Ukraine, forcing Ukraine to rely solely on European backing to continue the war against the invaders. Following the tense encounter, Zelensky met with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer in London, and he reassured that to Zelensky that we stand with you and Ukraine for as long as it takes. And it highlights the tension starts to building between US and UK. And beyond the UK, the leaders from European Commission, France, Germany, Italy, and Netherlands, and Poland, Spain, they all have expressed continued support for Ukraine. This growing divide between the US and Europe would push Europe closer to China as European nations may seek to diversify their foreign alliance. Right, so China in turn could capitalize on this by positioning itself as an alternate guarantor for European security. Beijing would argue that Trump can't end the war, but we can. We are the real peacemaker now. The Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has stated that China aimed to be a factor of certainty in the global system. Unlike the US, where foreign policy can undergo drastic shifts every 4 years, China offers a long-term consistency, and this predictability strengthened its appeal as a reliable global partner, especially in contrast to Washington's frequent policy reversals.